I wear false lips, and it is an iteration, and the lines I draw on my eyes directing upward to the crown of my head of false blooming, or the question of false. How does true look? Does it resemble how I am, or how I am? Does it charm you? Who are you if it charms you? In this one, I am a man in women's clothing. Which is the wolf? This is immolation and mastery. Objects untouched since we said we loved them. What did we mean? I am laid low now, the wind whistling right through me. It is to see how charming a lie can be. They are visions of ourselves. All things in the sky are pieces, are better than us. Still, we can speak. Go ahead, speak. The bower of me, the lowering all in crystal light and violet the way I want to or pretend, all endings out of my hands. Why does the child wish us on fire? How they are, onyx in their hair, and we forget too much. We forget the shapes of life, how to touch, how to be touched. Are we naked yet? I mean, sort of. I mean, we're sort of naked. That's the enticing part. How deft at concealing we are. I'm so crass cute. A rainbow cunt chair, all strawberry scent. Oh, actually, I'm a banister. I love your hands on me. Dawn sweaty and lie-lipped. And the way when you look at a girl, thick-hided and moored, and the sky falling out of the sky. Today I broke in front of an audience of people. I told them all my secrets, how I had none. I had always said everything. And at night I took off my skirt. I left my blouse on and all of my makeup, and in the darkness paraded his swell of milk scents, each saltwater cut, cloud-heavy necklaced and fathom-eyed. I know he wants me to care about the breaking, in front of strangers or him. That's where he wants it, my care. Because no afternoon as a shell inside, the sun on it all over in kind, can hold for long what we have almost had, that we have had, yesterday or in the moment before I said. There's nothing in this room, all softness and carved, capable of making us sacred or constant. He says streaks of gold, pale shadows and drapes, milky, asleep and wild. He says soft voices, only a couple of them. Don't tell such lies.
If I knew why we kill, I would tell you. If I knew why the sun moved here the way it does, a blinking eye, I would tell you. There is no splendid reason. I live here now. I am damaged. I live in a small mustard room. The bed is shaped as heart, a reminder to stay alive. I live on the first floor without the balcony, so I can gaze up at the palm trees from their roots, as if I am rooted. As if I am rooted, but not I, I am not rooted, not here. Unhinged as a doorway swinging open for a faceless crowd. Listen, I like to live with animals, men, I mean, who drill holes for their body parts. Let me be clear, I mean glorious holes for beasts of glory. Sometimes I wide open my mouth and wait. I get scared at the last moment. I leave a pair of pink panties for the glory instead. I don't know why I do it. Soft light, warm sand, beach, like clinking glasses. Listen, the sea is a conversation the girls should have. And the beasts, they keep this place in business. As a beast does when hungry, I do my part. This poem is called Liana and Morgan, which is written after the two evil protagonists in my work and my friend Alyssa's work, because they guide everything we do in our lives. And there it was, you with the electric at your hip bone. Sorry. At the table, a black, sharp gush of shimmer. Or adult, body so big, so revolting. You felt the most then. Weep at windows where we feel we want to be. Only a window is a window and not a thing meant to be wept near. A want, as big as a meadow. A girl and an electric wand, reminding of days of body and self in, self of, surfaced like a waxy sheen over the days. Sweet black dam of holy water in its teeth. We gnaw so full at summer night we grow among it. Soft core white thigh, a reminder. And hair so coarse we will will it, and it comes. Hair like drills into the memory of man. Two girls at the table, two girls. Love is not understanding. Love is wrapping the aperture of an eye inside your rib cage. It is imagining. Audrey and I are fertile, Mother. We trail our newborns behind us, fully formed and watertight. They have no eyes to stop up. Her infants are sealed, heavy, impenetrable, and mine are made of thoughts. They are all for conjecture. Yes, Mother, there is space inside our breasts, fields lying fallow below our beating hearts, but you look at us like canyons sometimes, like filling us with husbands and progeny will make us knowable. But love is not knowable. It is the awareness of terror and of darkness. We are weary of being tolerated, finished with watching you search our face for cracks. We have left you breadcrumbs like children to the source of us, and you have turned your head away, blinking. We are valleys, Mother, and we are grown in. We see your cheekbones swiveling away, and we know we have loved what we made. This is called On Oxidation. We are flattened by it, the footfalls approach, and the female shadows stretching between streetlights. Audrey is scrubbing raw her reddened, heavy knees and slippery whispering her mother's rent upstate. There are all these distractions, flutters in the breeze of other women's nicer shoes and better kept hair. Is there not someone to do this for us? When she returns, she will flicker like the pictures, effervesce into gleaming bronze calves. We will be alabaster does. And we will weave together the obsolete and the unimagined yet, with our silken wrought iron strands. Our arms will be our gleaming floorboards, not piled thick as these with plaster dust that Audrey picks from her forearms. This time, this place will be where we are. Kitty Munson's eyes are red as well. She is flattened too and empty as burlap, we are certain. When she wakes, Audrey keeps her eyes closed and tries to redream the closeness of a cave. She swears from beneath herself atop a spire she can see the city boiling, still. We are vaporous, floating two-dimensional between the heaviness of finished and the airlessness of not yet, and so nowhere is where we are now. I stretch my legs farther, eat up the street, and wish for the smell of horses, and Audrey oxidizes further uptown. And this last one is called Sylphs. Audrey is a sylph. Her skin peels like handprint wallpaper, touched but never held. She vanishes into ferns, leaving plaster dust hanging like a pulled-apart cotton ball over the water's nearer edge. It is here, in the hushed mid-afternoon forest in August, the stag finds me, at 14, naked, imagining I am caught and not knowing what that means, feeling with calloused fingers the void of the female creature. The buck with impenetrable eyes glinting
exhales steam into the leaf clatter, disappears into green and brown panting shadows. He is the idol of my deeper dreams now, always. The coarse bark of elms sang to our skin, and the jagged tips of maple shivered like stinging winter inhale. The length and density of oak all on its own, and the rich breath of decay. I held them to my wanting flesh like my great-aunt's musty mink stole. The depth of adulthood, its inevitable, decadent end, beckoned me with the instinctual perfume of rotting. I see ferns now, and tear off my shoes, sometimes everything. I press my face, self, into the moist, dark fullness of moss too hard, squashing my palms and breasts until pain into the cold alien carpet. I scrape the soles of my feet down tree trunks, layers of me sloughing and splitting, invaded, and I moan. Audrey and I, sylphs and dryads, innocent and wanton, touch one another across a century, wild with molten purity, deep in the verdant folds of the earth.